President Trump stunning reporters with his answer on whether he is willing to speak with special counsel Robert Mueller. Listen.
Are you going to talk to Mueller? I'm looking forward to it, actually. Yeah.
Do you have a date set?
There's been no collusion whatsoever. There's no obstruction whatsoever. And I'm looking forward to it.
So should the president do that? And what would it look like? Let's talk to the judge. What do you think?
Well, the bottom line is you don't talk to a guy that owns a grand jury. And Bob Mueller owns two grand juries, one in Virginia and one in Washington, D.C. Look, the president is convinced he's done nothing wrong. But the president couldn't possibly know what Bob Mueller knows about the case, the thousands of documents he's seen and the hundreds of witnesses that he and his team have investigated. This is what we call a perjury trap. It's not actually perjury because the president would not be under oath. This is a conversation.
He said he would do it under oath.
Well, under oath means in front of a grand jury, which is even more dangerous for him.
Does he really have a choice? Because last night on Sean Hannity's show, Alan Dershowitz, professor, he said if they ask him to come and speak to him, he doesn't have a choice. He has
a choice to decline to speak to Bob Mueller, his prosecutors, and his investigators. If he is subpoenaed by the grand jury, he has no choice. There, he'll have to decide whether or not to invoke the Fifth Amendment. If he invokes the Fifth Amendment, the word gets out, that'll be politically catastrophic, but legally it will protect him. If he answers, and answers the way we know he likes to answer, where he doesn't always use most respectfully an economy of words, he's going to give them an opportunity to trip him up. They tripped up George Papadopoulos. They tripped up Mike Flynn. They are expert at doing that. You can't talk somebody out of charging you with a crime if they're determined to do it.
So, Judge, what about all his years? He does have a lot of experience in depositions, right? I mean, he's got a lot of lawsuits when he deals at business levels at this level. So does that going to help him?
That is a great question, Brian. But in that environment, he has seen the documents about which he is testifying. Here he has not. He doesn't know what they know about him. He doesn't know what others have said under oath about him. It is very easy for them to trip him up and get him to say something that is contradictory to what he already said.
He's smart to say, I'll do it, I have nothing to hide. And then he can later say, actually, my attorneys won't let me do it.
His attorneys have been saying they want him to do it because he wants to do it. I just hope that they don't, because this is a very, very dangerous environment. Let's put it this way. In all the years that I've been involved in this end of the legal profession, I never heard of someone talking prosecutors out of charging him.
Okay.
When you go to talk to them, you make it worse.
All right, Judge, the Department of Justice came out last night and they said, hey, House of Representatives, you can't release that FISA memo that they're trying so hard to do because national security, blah, blah, blah.
I am furious over this. I haven't seen it, of course, but it's been described by members of the House Intelligence Committee as career-ending, KGB-like, lawless behavior.
No wonder they don't want it out.
Right. By the NSA, our domestic spying apparatus, and by the Intelligence Division of the FBI. This committee sat on this while Congress expanded FISA. So 22 members of Congress knew these secrets of lawless behavior by the NSA, and the rest of Congress did not know about it. The 22 sat on it while the rest of Congress debated and expanded FISA.
So who's
they should have known, the rest of Congress should have known what the House Intelligence Committee knows. Now, if the House Intelligence Committee doesn't vote to release it, I encourage any member of the Intelligence Committee to go to the floor of the House and read it into the record, because the speech and debate clause of the Constitution protects members of Congress from the consequences, the legal consequences of what they say on the floor of the House.
How are they going to get the copy, though? Isn't it still in the SCIF? Isn't it in the secret room?
They can characterize it. They can. I'm not suggesting somebody steal a document, but somebody can certainly, from their memory, tell everybody what's in there. Why does the government treat us like we're children? Why don't we know who has abused the power we've given them?
Right.
Who knows of the abuse and who knowingly looked the other way?
Jim Jordan said that he thinks there's been over 200 Republicans who have showed up to view that document. No Democrats that he know of has shown up to view that document. I think one.
I just don't know what the Democrats are up to. They should be as interested in transparency as the rest of us.
All right. Thanks, Judge.
All right, guys.
Thank you, Judge.
Meanwhile, 10 minutes before the top of the hour, those FBI lovers